Alright guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be speaking about the drama that's happening in the military right now. So, I'm going to be reading off a headline from the Military Times, and it's talking about deploy or get out. That is the article. New Pentagon plan could boot thousands of non-deployable troops. So, this is, I think this is a great step in the right direction. The reason being, I'll continue on so you guys don't misread me, alright? Service members who have been non-deployable for the past 12 months or more will be separated from the military. Notice how it says non-deployable. It doesn't say non-deployed. Like, if you know, I was in a stage in my Marine Corps career where I was not deployed for over 12 months. That doesn't mean that I'm going to get kicked out under this rule. It means that if I was under non-deployable status, then I'd be kicked out. Look, so obviously those who are in the Air Force, not going to get deployed much. It's not like they're going to get kicked out over a year if they aren't injured. And, you know, we're talking about non-deployable. Now, it's saying down here that it is 11% of the military is non-deployable. And this is for various reasons. We'll get into the numbers later. This policy will require the services to process members who are non-deployable for 12 consecutive months, just like I said, for admin or disability SEP, alright, separation. So admin SEP, I know a lot of guys who got under admin SEP, 2 guys in my squad alone, and they actually put me under admin SEP as well, but I'll get into that later, or disability SEP. So disability separation is really rare. I think they need to go and revamp oh god, any of you have been through a med board, I think they need to go and revise that a lot to get this going. That, like, how you get guys who are out, like how you get non-deployable status guys out of the military is to increase our access to medical care while in the military. Now, how you do that? Okay, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just continue down this article. So, it's being reviewed by the Deputy Secretary of Defense. Blah, blah, blah. Now, the numbers. For the numbers, approximately 11% or 235,000 of the 2.1 million personnel in the entire military is not deployed. 20,000 of those are pregnancy, which surprised me. 100,000 are because of administrative reasons, such as not having all their immunizations or their required dental exams. So, yeah, dental. Honestly, 100,000 guys. That could all be fixed, except for the NJP guys, who are probably 1,000 or something. Could all be fixed just by an NCO going up to them and telling them to go to dental right now, or to go and take their piss test or get their shots for the deployment, whatever it is. Like, there's a ton of ways you can get rid of those 100,000. So I think that's really easy. Kind of vague number. I think it's kind of misleading. Now, the other 116,000 are of those guys who are non-deployable are because of injuries. Very few of those are related to combat. It's related to, I'm reading off the article now, it's related to every day doing their job or during physical training that they were injured. Yeah, no shit. Like, this is something that really hits home for me. A little background on myself. I said I was going to get into this. I'm a Marine vet. I was not deployed yet. I did 120 days in the field over a given year, not counting boot camp or SOI. I'm talking just in the fleet. I was 120 days, alright? I'm talking the infantry immersion training, Camp Pendleton. I'm talking helicopter egress, freaking helo ops, because we were in a helo company for a while. And I got out disabled 40%. I had a 20% TBI to mild TBI. I had benign positional, proximal, whatever you call it. It's something with the vestibular system. But anyway, that's way too much info. I have tinnitus 10%, and then I've got another 10% for hearing, because for a year in the military, I was wearing a hearing aid. The funny thing with that is that my unit, they knew I had a hearing aid, obviously. They knew that this was a non-deployable aspect of myself. I can be deployed, but I'm not combat deployable. There's like 2 different things, alright? This is something that they leave out of this article, is that there's non-deployable, there's deployable, and then there's guys who are non-combat deployable. Now, it's beyond me. Like, it's really beyond me why they decided to go and keep me as a Marine rifleman, as a non-combat deployable guy. I have a TBI, which they did not want to acknowledge at all while in the military. They knew I was having vertigo and almost going to the seizures. I found out that I have seizures after I got out. But it's just it's some crazy things, guys. Like I think the military has a lot of revising when it comes to accepting that people are non-deployable, like or non-combat deployable, especially just because my unit, they went to Australia. They were going to send me to Australia as well, and I was just like, why? Just get me out before we do that. Like, what happens if North Korea attacks? We're going to be the first responders, other than the MEUs, obviously. Marine Expeditionary Units, if you guys are wondering. Those are the first responders, and then after that is the guys who are already deployed, especially in Australia. That's going to be in the Asia area. That's going to be the next one up, which is where my unit was deploying to. And I told them, just get me out before that. So they ended up getting me out, and I think that's how it should be. But, I gave them the opportunity to go and switch me to a non-combat role, such as being the company clerk, and they denied that. Now, what they need to go and do to fix this whole thing is there needs to be some trust within command. There is, right now, you go to the field, you get injured, you lose your hearing, or something happens where you are not fit for duty. There is just blatant disbelief rampant in all stages of the command. NCOs, SNCOs, battalion level. Nobody wants to believe. Everybody just wants to have a quota of this is how many Marines that go to the field. We're ready for deployments. Like, you can take us. Like, we're at 100% capacity. Yay! Like, we don't have any skeleton companies. And they don't want to believe that like we're all injured in some way. There needs to be more medical care readily available. Man, saying that's how you have to be in combat. I'm reading off my notes right now. Yeah, yeah, this is so true. Saying that's how you have to be in combat. So anybody who's been in the military, you come back from the field and or like you're in the field, all right? You're in the field, and they're telling you, the guys who are superiors to you or whatever it is, guys who have been in longer to see more shit, or like, hey, this is how you have to be in combat. You can't just pussy out because you sprained an ankle. That's how you get freaking non-deployable guys, dumbass. Like, we're not here to train. Like, we aren't here like on American soil in combat. We're here to train and stay a ready force. That is what the Marine Corps is. It's supposed to be a ready force, not 16% non-deployable. Like, what is that shit? That is why we are in this predicament in the first place, over short-term and long-term injuries. Like 100,000 short-term and long-term injuries. That's a no-go. That's freaking stupid. I remember while I was in the Marine Corps, it was man, I remember going through the IIT. I could not hear a thing that anybody was telling me. I almost got a couple guys killed in it. It's supposed to be the IIT, Infantry Immersion Trainer. That's supposed to be resembling what you're gonna experience in Iraq. And I was not able to hear anything. I almost shot some guys who were not enemies. Like, this is bad stuff. So, if our command could just believe us, I don't know how they can do that. How the military probably put less quotas on how many people need to be deployable in a unit. Or just increase our medical care. Like, come on, like, it's a no-brainer. Instead of giving us orange foam earplugs in the rain, maybe you should give us some rubber ones. Like, or like when your subordinates tell, like, I've seen this so many times, and it just blows my mind. Where they're like, oh, I don't wear hearing aid, or I don't wear the ear pro. Yeah, the ear pro. They tell you, I don't wear the ear pro. They'll stick freaking cigarettes in there as a joke. Like, dude, that's how you become non-deployable. Like, there needs to be some more concern on safety, just across the board. In my case, I was injured during SOI, but it wasn't until over a year. Oh yeah, so during SOI, I lost my hearing. It wasn't until over a year later that they decided to recognize my injuries, give me a hearing aid, and even then, they admin sent me over depression and anxiety. Maybe, like, it just blows my mind. I'm at 40% disability right now. They get me out as an admin set. Whatever. This was all due to our quota. Trying to not accept skeleton companies. Trying not to have squads that are a third of what they're supposed to be. This is just stuff that needs to be revised within the military, and my community as a Marine rifleman, my particular community. There needs to be more weekly medical checkups. There needs to be like legit checkups. I'm not talking just like, all right, you good, man? Like, you know, whatever, or just go through the list. I'm talking like he's got a sprained ankle. Take him out for a month. You think a sprained ankle is gonna be the only thing he comes out of the field with? No, it's gonna be okay. He's been compensating with his muscles and stuff. He's been compensating with his knee, maybe. Now his knee's bad. It's crazy. I did not have bad knees in the military. I didn't consider myself having bad knees. It was a bad ankle. Now I get out and I find out that my ankle is now cleared up from its sprained ankle, but now I've got bad knees. This is stuff that the military needs to take serious, all right? So, hey, in conclusion, Marine Corps has a ways to go with this whole deploy or get out thing. Hopefully the Pentagon is serious with this. I think there needs to be a lot of revision in regards to taking things seriously and med boards and getting seen and evaluated for disability within the military. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of negative, but you know, sometimes you got to be that way, especially with drama like this. We got to say it how it is. So that's what I'm here for. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. All right.
First aid.